thread a needle with a dark thread so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make sure the eyes wind up on the same plane by measuring them carefully. I'm going to place a pin right at the eye line. Place another one at the top of the ear. And on the other side. And then one at the back of the head. That's so that the thread will not slip off until I'm finished with it. I knotted the thread. Now I'm going to place it under the pins. Turn it around. Put my needle through the loop. Tighten it up. That's supposed to be over the pin so it won't slide off. Tighten it up nice and snug. Take one stitch. And cut it off. We'll remove that after the eyes are placed properly and we won't need it anymore. Remove the pins. Make sure it's straight, and it is. Now I'm going to take my purple air-soluble marker and I'm going to place a dot about where I normally do and move the slider over to the dot that I made. Then I'm going to put the slider on the center front seam and put a dot on the end. Well, it's true, it should be on the other side. Yeah, there. Now, that's equidistance for the center front seam. Now, I'm going to measure the length of the eye that I drew and transfer it over to here. Now that's the center of the eye, each eye. Then I'm going to take my thumbnail. I'm going to hold it where I can see the purple on either side of my nail. I'm going to draw around it that way. I do the same on this side, then I know there'll be the same depth as well. There. Now we'll do the top of the eye. Again, I'm holding my thumbnail so I can just barely see the purple on either side. There, we now have two eyes that are the same size and on the same plane. So I can get rid of this now. There, I can draw the eye. All right now, I'm going to pull some stuffing up into his nose because since I stuffed it, it's gotten a little bit soft right there. I'm going to dig the needle in and pull stuffing from down underneath right up into the tip of the nose. Now do the other side. Okay. Now, I'm going to draw his nostrils here. There. And his nose wings, approximately here and here. I'm doing this in the purple pen first because if I make a mistake, I can simply erase it with a little water. And once I'm happy with it, I'll draw over it with a permanent color. There. Now we've got a nose. I'm going to pull stuffing up from below to form his lips. Now I can see his lips here. There. Now, he's got all his features in. So I'm going to take my brown pigment pen and I'm going to draw over what I just did with the purple pen. Now I'm going to just very lightly draw this in because I'm going to be refining that with color. And just here, not all the way down. Now for the eyes, I draw an eyelid. A crescent here and a crescent there. Now he's looking off to that way a little bit, so let's match it up on this side. Now his eyebrows. Just little hairs. They're a little bushier than the females would be. I'm just going to give him some brown eyes. So I'm going to take the same pen I'm using and just color it in below the lid. Now I've made this one larger than the other one. For some reason they should be the same size, they just look larger to me. We'll correct that with a little color. Yep, they are larger, so let's bring this down just a bit here. There's always, this is just a dark brown, actually it's dark umber, which is still a dark brown. These are the Barrel Prismacolor pencils. I'm going to darken the a shadow right under his eyelid there. And darken his brows a bit. I'm going to darken his eyelid as well. Shadow around the eye here, and down the sides of the nose. And when light hits the face, you can see in this photograph from a magazine, anything that protrudes, that is higher than the rest of the flat face, is where the light is going to show. Forehead, the nose, the cheekbones, this part of the lip, the top of the lower lip, and the chin is where you're going to get the lighter areas. Here and here and here. And a little bit just under the eyebrow right here. Right, and a little darkening in here. See where the shadows are? Just study your magazines and look for that. Now I'm going to darken this lip in here. Actually, this is burnt ochre. I think I like this one better than terracotta for him. It's a reddish brown color. Shadow here. Use the Pigma brush. It's the one with the red markings on it. Press it down in the center and hold it in one place and just circle slightly. And there we have a pupil. Not quite large as the other one yet. There, that will do. Take the black pen and draw under the lid and darken this so it looks like there's some eyelashes in there. Just down a little bit here and around the outside of the iris. A little peach here. Draw a little detail into his ears. His hair will probably cover it anyway. Doesn't really matter a lot. It's called cream or creme. This one's called beige, that will do. We'll get rid of all these pencil marks when I paint a little bit of textile medium over the color, the pencil lines, and it'll blend it all together. Now I could spend hours doing this, but then you wouldn't have anything else on your disc. Got some white here. Now he's probably going to be wearing garments, so you don't have to do his whole chest. Okay, let's put some textile medium on. I'm just going to put a few drops of textile medium. Take a nylon brush, it's for you scrubbing it in. It's a fabric brush. You don't want to do this until you're sure your micron pens have dried, which they have. That's why I did them first. This stiffens the fabric slightly. Doesn't change the texture of it much. It just gives it a little bit of a finish. I'm trying to think of the word. Sizing, if you will. And it blends all the colors. See, you don't see the pencil lines anymore. And it dries quickly. This is available in the fabric painting department if you're at a craft store. This one happens to be plaid, so Jonia also makes one. There. Now, Mr. Manikin has a face. And I don't think that took too extra long. Just scrub it in. And there you go.